Yo, what's going on, guys? So the other day I was just like all of you guys, bored browsing Netflix for a feel-good family film, and I ended up landing on The Karate Kid. And no, I'm not talking about that Jackie Chan, Jaden Smith crossover. While that was very ambitious, you just really can't mess with this American classic, okay? Daniel-san, wax on, wax off! I mean, this thing was revolutionary. And I remember watching this as a kid, probably in around the early 2000s. This movie came out in the 80s, and it still was, really holding up well at that time. When me and my sister saw this movie, we were freaking hyped. I remember we were so hyped that we stayed up really late, like pretending to do the final fight between him and the big white guy. And I was playing Daniel, and I was holding the pillow there, a throw pillow from the couch, while my sister was just throwing kicks. We were just practicing. And one of those kicks went a little bit astray, and she ended up just kicking me right in the mouth, like a damn donkey would kick a human. And, my mouth was bleeding. I cried. It was a whole catastrophe for my probably like 8-year-old self. But yeah, so this movie held up really well then. Even now, I think it holds up well. It's good entertainment. One of the only things I noticed is that, back when I was a kid, I remember the fight scene where Mr. Miyagi comes out and saves Daniel from the bullies on Halloween night. That chase down is badass, by the way. But I just remember the fight scene being, a lot more physical. I remember Mr. Miyagi really going in there and throwing a couple of elbows, throwing a couple of punches to the dome piece. But I mean, it was the 80s, what can you expect? They didn't have the most amazing effects. They didn't know, how to make things look a little bit better than that. And I don't know, maybe he's just has superhuman strength. He does know how to cure someone by simply rubbing his hands together and, making it all better. Something else that I didn't realize when I was young is like how big of a deal it is in the movie, and how like central it is to the core values of the movie that Daniel is poor. I mean, when you're a kid, it's funny, you don't really notice these types of things, but that's really the whole disparity, He's like a poor kid entering a rich kid's world, his girlfriend he has is rich and she's at the country club, and her parents are like, oh, you're going out with that boy from that side of town, I don't think that's a very good idea. And then he has the bully on the other hand who, he looks like Logan Paul. He looks like every single white bully ever in any movie. He's just the typical asshole, typical 80s douchebag with his bandanas and his hoi, hoi, yeah! I didn't really fuck with that guy. And even worse was the opposing trainer. I forgot how big of a douchebag this guy was, okay? He was such an asshole to, first of all, Mr. Miyagi, okay? He comes up in his studio trying to say, hey, you need to leave Daniel alone. I know that some of these young Caucasians in here have been, ganging up on him 5 against 1, trying to whoop his ass on Halloween night. And I had to go in there and save his life, so can we please cool it? And the guy is just like, no mercy!
We do not train to be merciful here. Mercy is for the weak.
He does the good job of playing like a deranged ex-military man. I was watching with my girlfriend who had somehow never seen this film, and she just kept telling me, why does he have him waxing the thing and just doing his chores and painting the fence? I'm like, just wait, you're gonna see he's about to block all of Mr. Miyagi's special attacks. You never doubt Mr. Miyagi. He always has a point. If he's trying to tell you to do something, if he's trying to make you responsible, you better listen to him, okay? Mr. Miyagi was the shit in this movie. He even had a couple of jokes. Something else I never noticed when I had first watched it is how much Johnny, he has this little posse member who's basically his bitch. And the whole time he's just sucking Johnny's dick, he's just going, yeah, Johnny, yeah, Johnny. And my favorite thing is how these bully douchebags are acting like they're doing something by cheating to win this competition. First in the semifinals, he makes this one kid basically break Daniel's fucking leg. Thank God for Mr. Miyagi and his magic hands. So he's fighting on a bum leg in the championship. They didn't even think he was gonna make it out onto the mat. And even this broken leg isn't enough. He's hobbling around and he's still telling Johnny,
sweep the leg.
which he does with no remorse. This is when Daniel brings out the ultimate move, something that Mr. Miyagi described as unstoppable. The beautiful flamingo crane kick at the end was just perfect. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the movie ending this fast. I mean, he kicks him in the face, they celebrate, then around 10 seconds later you get a cutaway to Mr. Miyagi's smiling face. And the credits roll. That's really the end of the movie. But yeah, I guess it was 2 good hours of feel-good family fun with Daniel's son waxing on, waxing off. It's a terrible impersonation. I sound like the fucking Cookie Monster. As always, you guys know what to do. Drop likes on the video. Subscribe today. It's been your boy, the Mr. Tan Superman. And I'm out. Peace.